September 22nd, 2010 at 11 a.m., this board viewed the proposed Honey Alley road vacation area. On September 22nd, 2010, a public hearing was held at 1:30 p.m. in these chambers to receive testimony regarding the proposed road vacation. The board approved to grant an extension on the board's decision for 60 days. Your name?
My name is Alan Gress. I'm Nimishillen Township trustee. I want to thank you for giving me this second opportunity to address the board on this vacation. And I wanted to mention to Martin Olson, who was standing here, that my last message he dubbed as silly in his political report. For those people who are here today from Harrisburg, raise their hand, please. I wanted you to see this, Mr. Molson. Some aren't even here because of health concerns, about whatever reasons they couldn't make it. But I'd like you to ask them how they feel about the rock concerts and the disruption that this has brought to their standard of living here. And the matter, of course, is not silly, because as the commissioners understand, what we're doing is representing the welfare of the residents of Harrisburg. Our last session, you granted that 60-day period looking for a compromise here, and a compromise was offered, but Kelly feels that this is a Band-Aid approach to a big problem, and that if she accepted this, it would be at the expense of all these other people. You need to understand that we have no enforcement powers. We don't have a police force. We're relying on the sheriff's office to enforce the law. And what we're telling you is that we have not had the cooperation from the sheriff's office that we need to do this. So that should answer that part. Now, in terms of enforcing zoning, again, we go back to the county prosecutor's office. Now, we have zoning violations. We file with them. They have their priorities too. This isn't as easy as you make it sound. Like, well, there's going to be a parking site for zoning. You know how long that will take to process a complaint? Probably 6 months. Mr. Bridenstine would probably know more about that than me. But these are not simple solutions as you make them sound to be. The last point I want to make is that, yes, the townships are responsible, but these are also your constituents too. That we're in this together as a government. And when it comes time to support the county, the trustees should do that. When we have a problem, we look to the county to support us. Actually, these are our clients.
I think it falls in the responsibility of the township trustees as far as the noise ordinance is concerned. I can't see how the commissioners are responsible for that. I mean, I think that's your responsibility. Wait 1 second. I think that we have criteria that we follow. We have guidelines that we follow to approve or disapprove a vacation. If the guidelines are met, then we must follow them. And again, I'm just concerned about this noise. Is it Mike? Do you have
Yes, sir. Ask me, please.
Yes. Your name, please?
My name is Mike Lynch, and I'm one of the Nimishillen Township trustees. Commissioners, we have a bigger problem here than just vacating a road. And I understand what you're saying. You got to stay to the guidelines. But we have to come up with some way. What we got is a neighborhood bar who has found, within the limits of the law, that he can have concerts outside. And we have neighbors that want to have peace and rest in their home. We, as government officials, have to come up with an answer to this, but I don't believe this is the answer. Mr. Ritchie has a right to do business, and they have a right to their privacy. And yeah, the Board of Trustees will be working to enforce our noise regulation and all that, but that's my opinion that we need more action than that. I mean, this is an outside concert with a stage that rivals any stage I've ever seen. And Mr. Ritchie's within his rights. Then again, residents have a right to privacy and quiet. So I think this is bigger than just a vacation.
Based on Mr. Bridenstine's comments, and I do thank you for those, and taking in consideration of all the issues, I make a motion that we deny the request for vacation of the road.
A second.
Okay. Roll call is Commissioner Ferguson,
Yes.
Commissioner.
Attorney Sauls, what is the next step?
Oh, sure an appeal.
Okay, so you got a fair hearing on the matter?
Well, obviously not.
Okay. You know, that was going to be determined on them vacating the road, is that correct? That would have been the fair hearing?
We'll just, I think there's too many other issues and a lot of misinformation from elected officials.